Hey, what's up, you guys? Marty Schwartz here with Marty Music, and a breakdown. Cream, Clapton, obviously, Crossroads. Just one of my favorite, blues rock songs to jam out to. Hope you guys dig it. Also, real quick, want to get my chord scale, arpeggio, triad, my guitar guide. It's totally free, and you can get it in the link down in the description. I appreciate that support so much. And let's break it down. Here we go. All right, so fun, one of the classics. We're going to play in think of it as the A minor pentatonic in the open position, so the open A string. And then over to, I'm going to use let's see. Yeah, I think it's probably more comfortable to use your index finger for the riff. You could use your middle finger, whatever. Whatever works for you, I think is fine. So open A. Then the 2nd fret G string, and it's 2-0-2, so, and then 0-2, then another open G. And then 3rd fret A string. Now, all through this song, he's doing, and all the Cream era, he's doing a lot of these little micro tonal bends, not microdosing, but micro bending. And it adds that, vocal kind of quality to it. So that little... Then he adds the harmony on that intro. And so that's just the 2nd fret B string along with the 2nd fret G string. Nothing changes, you just add that 2nd note to it. So. And then when you then bend that after the repeat, we're going to hit the open D string and play a D7 chord, which is like an upside down D major. So, and no exact picking pattern, but you can hear it go do da 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 da. And on that last strum, that's when you hear the high E on that first time. Then I'm using my pinky to do that A string 3rd fret bend again up to the open D, but this time you hear the full D7. So the first one is then another 3rd fret A string bend to the riff again. Then we're playing the E5 or the E power chord, and that's going to be open E, 2nd fret A, 2nd fret D, into this great turnaround lick. Which uses the kind of Chuck Berry, it's not really called that, but like the Chuck Berry scale, or like it uses a little bit of major, a little bit of minor in it. So check it out. I would bend from the 4th fret A string because it adds a little bit of that major sound, and also from the E. It's kind of that little vibe. So I'm going from 4 to 7 on the A string, and then 5-7 on the D string. So now I'm in that home row blues, kind of blues position of A. So then I'm doing a pull off from 7 to 5 on the G to 7 on the D. So then 5th on the G, dun, dun, dun. So that's 5th on the G to 7 on the D, but it's a little bit of that micro bending on that 5th fret G string. almost out of tune, but when you bend the minor third, which is also that third fret A string, almost, you know, it's not quite a half step bend. It just sounds, it gives you that lyrical flavor. So you can do it on that one too, on the first time. The first time I'm pulling, but then the second time I'm pushing up. Either way, it's the same thing. So now, this is a classic little Chuck Berry kind of vibe. I'm planting the 5th fret G string, but then hammering to the 6. And then 5 on the B, 5 on the high E. Like that. Then I'm pulling from 8 to 5 on the B string. So next we go, and it's quick, but what I'm doing is I'm playing 7 on the G to 5 on the B, and then rolling my index over to the 5 on the G. So it's not lifting and moving over, it's going like that. But then you're hammering on 5 to 6 again, just like this. And so that's the major third of an A7 chord. It's a chord tone of A7. So that last little phrase, I'm starting on that 7th fret D, and then a quick 5 to 6 hammering on that G again. Then hitting the 5th fret B, so it's an arpeggio. And then the 7th fret A string, which is now the root of the 5 turnaround. All right, I'll break down that whole intro one more time really slow. Okay, now I'm going to show you 2 different ways to play, you know, the main part of the song. Soloing wise, you're just going to do an A blues, and that's the type of song this is. So you've got that riff, dun, 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 dun. Basically, now the regular form, I went A to the crossroads, then D, try to flag it, and then into the riff. So you can do it I'm going to show it in 2 different spots. You've got the A, the open A string, 2nd fret D with that boogie. and then scoot it over. I'll put my middle finger on the 3rd fret B just to cover that. But then you got to go to the then D. So there's like a little anticipation of the main, back to the main riff, like. Now, I'm going to go up to this position. So it's just an alternate way to play that, and I like it because you can go and have the octave of the open A and the 7th fret D right next to each other, just for that anticipation part. So let me show you that. So you got the regular Chuck Berry style boogie, so that'd be the 5th fret E and 7th fret A, and pinky up to the 9th fret A. Scoot it over. Then I'm, the way I like to do it is this way, where then you go to that open A, 7th fret D. And then the riff, that's between the 7 and the 5. And then hop over to the 3rd A. Then you do E in the same spot. So something that's in that, the main recording of Crossroads, he is mixing that major and minor pentatonic, which you're going to want to, study that. I'm not going to teach the solo, and I think you should improvise a blues solo. It's the type of music this is. But he's using some of those elements like, but then going to the, and also going here into this, you kind of look at it as the A major pentatonic, but with bending to the minor, like. So little mixes of the A major pentatonic. but it's not fully major, but it's like that position. And he's kind of avoiding the super majory notes, which would be like, unless he's doing, but here he's kind of doing. That's the A major pentatonic, which, like I said, he's not using the full major, but, and then the minor, A minor pentatonic, and mixing those together. Now, one little rule of thought is over the one chord, A7 or A blues, A, that's where you emphasize more of the major sound. And then when it's on the D, you play the A minor pentatonic. And then over the 5, the E, you can do either. So that's just like a quick little rule of thumb. It's not really specific music theory, but that's like a kind of a starting point that you can work on with that. So mess around with the tune. It's a classic, and have fun. All right, I hope you guys dug that. Thank you again for the continued support. Don't forget to get that free Ultimate Guitar Guide that I have down in the link, down in the description. Every chord diagram, scale diagram, arpeggios, triads. It's the whole foundation of guitar, and it's totally free for you down below. So check that out. Thanks for the continued support, and we'll see you guys again real soon.